What's up, y'all? Alright, back with my little video chair. So here was something a little bit interesting. The company reached out to me. It was FIFINE technology. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, but they hooked me up with this. What this is a wireless a wireless microphone kit that I can plug into my DSLR, my phone, or really anything that has a microphone input. So let's get to reviewing it. So what I'm gonna do is about to try to set it up. Okay, so to make this work, I have to turn this on, and then once this light right here turns red, as well as when this is on, then it should be paired. So let's just flick that on, and then flick this on, and boom. Okay, so just like that, it's paired that easily. I didn't really have to do much. So I guess we'll just plug it in. All right, so right now you're getting audio from the Rode Video Mic Pro, which has been my main mic for forever. So let's actually switch over to the FIFINE mic. I'm still sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Let's switch over to that right now. All right, so it looks like it is working. I can't really tell because I don't have a sound monitor on my camera, but I did check the audio levels a little bit before I recorded, and it looks like it's working. I'm not sure how loud it is, so this is a test. So this is with the FIFINE mic, the lav portion. I do have it right here if you can't see it. It does clip on as well. So yeah, so let's see. Hopefully this sounds good. Remember, this is the FIFINE mic. Let's see which one is better. I'm gonna continue to use this throughout the day, I guess, and transfer some footage over and kind of listen to it for myself. So let's see how this goes. And so this is coming out the bathroom now. And hopefully you can still hear me. I mean, I'm pretty far away. And I'm gonna go into the other room and pick up this Rode mic off the floor to show you that I'm not actually using the Rode mic. So right now there's a wall in between us. And you know, hopefully the signal didn't cut out. I'm also gonna do a phone test later. So here's a Rode mic, as you can see, not using that. So I'm gonna do a phone test later. I do have the iPhone 11, so that might be a problem. Don't know, it shouldn't be, but we'll see, because you know how Apple is. But one thing that I just thought of that would kind of make this better is if they added a hot shoe mount adapter in here. Okay, I'm literally holding, I'm holding the piece. So that would be one thing that I would add. It'll be a hot shoe mount adapter. That way, you know, I can just mount this to the top of my camera and, you know, just keep on moving, because it's a really great compact setup. Because right now I even took off my Loom Cube, so it's real lightweight. Running stuff, real lightweight. It's just, I don't really have anywhere to place this. All right, so it's been a few days, and I think I've reached a conclusion onto this wireless mic set. So I'm just gonna do 3 categories: build quality, usability, and is it worth the price? Start off with build quality. It is mostly made of plastic, and I mean, you do have some metal bits, like the antenna is metal, this is metal, but and the holster is metal as well. But for the most part, this is majority plastic. So I mean, don't expect to be dropping it or anything. But with things like this, you should kind of be taken care of. But I know drops do happen. So you do have to kind of think about that. If you're going to be doing like some outdoor activities with this, I would not really recommend that. But if you're going to be indoors just doing interviews and stuff like that, then this is fine. So for build quality, I'll probably have to rate that at about maybe a 6 out of 10, because I mean, it's not like, you know, real cheap plastic. Like if I throw this, it'll probably break. Like if I just went like that and, you know, on some concrete, it's probably going to break. But I mean, this is not meant to be thrown around and all that. So that's why I gave it a 6. All right, for the second category, which is usability. With this, what I mean by usability is like, can you actually go out and use this? Yes, you can go out and use this, but you're not gonna get the best sound quality. So things like this, interviews, things more personal, stuff like that. Or if you're in a very loud environment, this would be good to use. But if you're, you know, kayaking or out doing some outdoor active activity or anything like that, then it's probably not the best idea, because you do have that wire hanging around, and then you're only going to hear your audio. So if you just need one-on-one, or if you get by set of 2 of these and, you know, do interviews, then that's perfect. There's nothing wrong with it. You'll get the audio that you need wirelessly as well, which is the biggest thing, because I can literally walk around.
So I was able to go about roughly around 60 feet-ish without having any dropout, with walls in between there. But it also depends, because if you use this in like places with a lot of radio frequencies, then you're gonna have to change the channels on here, which is really easy to do. You just, where's the button? You just flick it. Like, you just flick it and it works. So that's no problem, but just have to think about that as well. So for usability, I'd give it about an 8 out of 10, because I mean, it does not have the best quality of sound. Let me throw that out there. Like, I mean, I know you guys can tell. It doesn't have the best quality of sound, but I mean, it works and it does exactly what it says. It's not, you know, trying to be Rode mics or anything like that. Like, it's just a wireless mic set to get the job done, and it honestly does that, and pretty good. I mean, for $60, I got a wireless set that kind of sounds like it's only like, if you boost the bass in this and all that, then you can, if you know how to tamper with audio, then you can get this sounding like the Rode mic that I'm using right now, like no problem. So the price for this is $60. It's really not that bad, honestly and truly, because I mean, you're getting a whole wireless kit. Like, you're getting a whole wireless kit. So for $60, it's not bad, honestly. Like I said before, it does not have the best sound quality, but it does work. Like, it's not, you know, something that works for a day and then never works. For most things, I will prefer to use the Rode, but that is just because of what I do. I have a lot of moving around and interacting with others and things like that, and sometimes I just flick on the camera. Like, I don't have time to really set up a wireless mic system. If you need something like this, go ahead and get it. It's not bad. I mean, it works and it's fairly cheap. But if you are going to be like vlogging and things like that, this probably isn't the best decision, but you can use it. Like, it's usable. It's gonna work. All right, so pros and cons of this device. It's pretty cheap, so $60. I mean, it's not that bad. $60, you get a lav mic, and you get a headset as well, and you get 2 adapters, one for the phone, one for the camera. So I mean, you can use it for literally anything. And then this one you can also plug into the big speakers, like big speakers. So you have that option as well. So it comes with a lot of options for the price. The second pro would be that it's real easy to use. I mean, I just literally put batteries in and turned it on and plugged it in, and that was it. It really wasn't that hard to figure. And then a third pro, I mean, the packaging. The packaging is real nice. I have it right here. So the packaging that it came in, it doesn't look cheap. I mean, it doesn't feel cheap, and it doesn't feel like a knockoff or anything like that. This is actually, you know, a pretty good box and all that. Presentation is key. Presentation is everything, and they actually nailed the presentation. Everything was in there, you know, all neat and protected and everything as well. And then their customer service. I've been talking with them back and forth, of course, because they did provide this microphone to me, so for free. So just throwing that out there. So they did provide this. They did tend to kind of, I think they might be a Chinese company, I'm not really exactly too sure. So they did reply kind of like late. So I would reply when I woke up, and then they would reply at maybe like 12 a.m. or something like that. 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. So you had that. But I mean, they still replied. It was real easy and everything like that. So for my cons, I kind of don't like the build quality, but that's just me personally. So it is plastic, I mean, but it's a heavy plastic, but I mean, I personally would maybe like it either to be rubberized, or, you know, I would love metal, but that also increased cost, which I understand. So maybe if they added like some rubber grips or rubber casing around it, then that would probably kind of like increase the build quality for me. A second con is all these wires. It is kind of a lot of wires. So like I showed you earlier, you do have these two things. So you need these, then you have your wired lav, then you have your camera wire, which you would need, and the phone wire, which looks exactly like this. And then you also have the headset wire. So I mean, if you're gonna plug it in, it's kind of like this. So you have this receiver. So you have this receiver right here, plug that in, bam, plug that into the camera. So now you have this wire. Then you grab this, plug that in, bam, now you have this wire. So it's kind of a lot of wires to keep up and manage with, but I mean, if it shouldn't be that hard to keep up with, especially if you're buying camera equipment, just organize it. Okay, and for the third con, it's not really the product itself, but I would love if they kind of included batteries, because thankfully I just happened to get batteries the day before. So these actually need 2 AA and 2 AAA. So if you're getting that, make sure you have those on deck, because I almost didn't, and then I would not have been able to use it. So I kind of wish they included batteries, but other than that, I mean, that's just a small little discrepancy. I mean, all the cons are like little small things that can just be tweaked upon. But other than that, I would highly recommend this mic. Thank you again to FIFINE Technology for supplying me with this microphone. Hopefully we can work together again in the future. And I'll use this a lot from now on, because hey, I now have access to this equipment, so I'll be doing interviews and basically everything with this now. So yeah, so I do recommend it, because it's gonna work. It's gonna do exactly what it says to do. The only thing you're really sacrificing is a little bit of audio quality, which honestly is not that much of it. It is a difference, but it's not that much of a difference. Like honestly, if you're not that big into audio and you just need to get something done, or you're into interviews like that, then this is a perfect thing to do. So I would recommend it for that. So if you're doing interviews and things like that, I would highly recommend this, because it's gonna work. And then you also get the audio that you're looking for. You just might have to do a little bit of post-processing in the audio department, but it's not that hard, because you can just easily just adjust levels and things like that. So guys, I hope you enjoyed. It's been real, it's been fun. The camera is super far away, so I can't touch it, so just imagine it. And I'll see y'all later.